Hi, welcome to the Erotica channel on Blogatorial. My name is Elizabeth Ann Atkins, and I want to talk about something that's kind of a confession. I wrote the erotic trilogy, Husbands Incorporated, and I spent most of 2013 writing the trilogy that I had conceived over the past 11 years since my divorce. Well, my confession is that while I was writing it intensely, I was celibate. So it's kind of a hilarious statement to say the celibate erotica writer, right? But guess what? It's really intelligent, and I want to tell you why. In 2000, I read this book called Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. I hope you've read it. I hope you've heard of it because this book is so amazing. It's not just about money. It's about enriching your entire being to be a successful person on every level. So, there's this chapter, chapter 11. It's called The Mystery of Sex Transmutation. When I first saw that, I was like, what? What in the world is sex transmutation? So I read it. This is the kind of book that you can read a zillion times, and every time you read it, you learn something new, and you pick up on something that you didn't catch before, or it has a new meaning based on some life experiences you might have had. So I studied this term and tried to figure it out, and transmute means to change form. Transmutation means to take something and change it into another form. And essentially what he says is that, now he wrote this when women weren't allowed to accomplish things in the world. It was written really at a time when men dominated everything. And so he says, most men don't accomplish to their greatest ability until they're in their 40s because prior to that, their sex drive is such a distraction that they squander a lot of their energy on chasing women. So you can apply that to women also these days. Sometimes we're so distracted about pursuing romance that the energy is not channeled into something productive. So the more I began to understand this term called sex transmutation, the more powerful it became. And so what it means to me is that if you take your sex energy, which is extremely powerful energy in your body, and you channel it into something else, you can make magic happen. And so when I was writing Husbands Incorporated, all of that energy with discipline and focus and determination, I channeled it into my work. And this energy was like literally transmuted from physical into the brain, and it empowered my creativity, my productivity, my stamina, my ability to write for hours and hours and hours. And that's how I was able to write a trilogy in 2013. And it's some of my most creative work as a result of this philosophy that Napoleon Hill calls sex transmutation. So a lot of people are like, oh, that sounds like a good idea, but I can't do that. That's too hard. But the outcome is so powerful. I mean, if you think about it, if you squander that powerful energy in your body, what do you have to show for it? Sure, it was fun. It was great. It felt great. However, what if you could take all that energy and channel it into something that's building something bigger for your future in your life? Really exciting concept. So I'm not saying everybody should do what I did. I'm just saying think about it. Rather than squander the time and energy, focus it, channel it into something productive that could be an extremely prosperous endeavor for you, or building a business, or going back to school, or whatever it is, I guarantee it's worth the exercise and discipline when you see how your energy can be channeled into something to create something incredible for your now and your future, when you'll have plenty of time to get back to doing what you may have given up in order to accomplish that goal. And it's well worth it.